Have you heard of the unassailable asexual? It's essentially a set of characteristics that make up a hypothetical best person to represent asexuality. The idea is someone with all of these characteristics is less likely to have their asexuality attributed to something else about them. Beatrix first coined the term gold star asexual back in 2010 and came up with a list of characteristics in what we now consider to be an unassailable asexual. Got the list here. Neurotypical, no physical health issues, no mental health issues, cisgendered, indifferent, between the ages of 20 and 40, sex positive, non-libidoist, no sex problems, and no history of abuse. And then later on some people started adding conventionally attractive to that list because there's this idea that the media wants to recruit attractive asexuals for interview. They don't ask for much, do they? Now, there aren't many unassailable asexual people out there, and we should be questioning why we feel that there is pressure from the ace community for our activists to go out and present an unassailable front. We can take the perspective that this makes the activist's job easier because the person interviewing them is going to be less likely to spew some bullshit about how their asexuality can be attributed to their childhood emotional abuse or some other armchair psychology crap. Or we can be cynical and assume that this list of characteristics makes a person that's more fun to gawk at, is more titillating for news viewers. Oh, look, they don't masturbate. Oh my god. Whatever the case, this is problematic because it means that people who don't fit into that really narrow set of characteristics don't get their stories told. And this presents a really one-dimensional, very skewed vision of what the asexual community really looks like. There are assumptions made about people's sexuality and their sexual orientation that fit into other aspects of their personalities and selves, like their gender or their age, and without talking about their experiences, then we're continuing to perpetuate this very one-dimensional view of asexuality. We have to make sure these stories get told, otherwise the general public is going to assume that all asexuals are neurotypical, physically healthy, mentally healthy, cisgender, sex indifferent. You get the picture, when most people in the asexual community aren't all of those things. And the people who don't fit into that extremely narrow set of characteristics are going to continue to face disbelief and dismissive attitudes when they come out, or even outright acephobia, simply because people haven't been educated as to what the rest of the ace community looks like. It's good when we do get people like Caitlyn Jenner, who came out earlier this year as asexual, and who don't fit in neatly into that really tiny little box, but there aren't really that many of them. Going by the list, I am unassailable. It's not even kidding. It's like perfect. I'm also white and middle class, which means that there are literally dozens of ace activists that already describe my condition. It also means that when I sign up to give interviews, the interviewers don't ask me really probing personal questions like, how do you feel your childhood abuse has affected your sexual orientation? Fact is, people who have been abused aren't necessarily asexual just because of that experience, nor are they unnecessarily not asexual because of that experience. What we in the movement can do to help this is by promoting the telling of stories and experiences by people who have historically been ignored in the asexual community movement, and stand up for those who are having their asexuality questioned in regards to something that really shouldn't really be relevant. If you give an interview and you do happen to be non-libidoist, then just, mention that non-libidoists form a minority of the asexual community, and lots of asexuals do masturbate, and that's totally separate from their sexual orientation. If you have any thoughts on the matter, are you unassailable? Are you unassailable? Do you feel like it affects whether you would go out and participate in asexual visibility? Let me know in the comments below. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.